Go to my channel. But damn, I like these. I never got a weapon like this. Huh? Not the axe. It's not the axe. The axe I already had. It's the green things. So, its passive enchantment is that it spawns poison clouds. But look at the enchantments it has, right? So first of all, the axe that I had was my main weapon. Its damage is that. It's the strongest. It's stronger than the green things, right? So I'm just like, I don't know what the enchantment I have on it is. Poison Cloud, Void Strike, and Swirling, right? Swirling just makes the last combo attack swirl, right? The axe swirls automatically. Let me see if I can show you. It's like a white swirl that does more damage. Like, yeah, you see that big swirl? Yeah. It's like air. Well, that's the enchantment, right? It just does a bunch of damage. And Void Strike is like one of the best enchants in the game in general, because it's just like, each damage you do does multiple damage. It multiplies your damage every time you damage. Just trying to get out of like danger here. I hate these guys summon pillars and shit. Stop. Who texts me? Did I meet my sister? What the hell you want? This was yesterday. Alright. But these nightmare bites. What? These look mad cool. First of all, the enchantments are looking kind of crispy, right? First of all, just look at the animation of how it attacks, right? It's just the coolest game ever. It's pretty fast, which means the radiance enchant is already like, I'm looking at it. This is what you want to get on gauntlets. I have to answer my door, but yeah, I know this is kind of looking spicy. See, it also has fire aspect, which is godly, and void strike. So I thought that was sharpness. I was about to say sharpness. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm getting that, but it's not sharpness. Instead of a orange background, they actually have a blue background. But I'm confused, because I'm like, the power of this weapon is 121, and the power of this weapon is 132, so I'm like, why doesn't it do more damage? Because here's the thing. No, I'm that kind of, I'm that tank heavy damage, you know. Speed and like what I don't go for speed. I'm tank heavy damage. But here's the thing, this is why I hate like beginning of the game, because you can really only hack one weapon, right? Because once you enchant your weapon, there's no getting them enchantment points back unless you, one, salvage your weapon. Basically, you know, oh shit, I'm getting attacked. Basically, it's just selling it, right? And then you lose it forever. You don't get it back. You get your points back, but you don't get that back. And the other way to take your point back is to give your weapon to the blacksmith, and it'll remove it for you permanently. But he holds onto your weapon until you. That's probably what I did. Now that I think about it, actually. So, like the blacksmith, if you give your weapon to the blacksmith, you have to do 3 levels to get it back, and upgrade it the amount of XP you got in through those 3 levels. That's probably why this weapon is OP, because I think I put it in the blacksmith like 2 times. When I get up this level, we'll see. What the hell is Scythe? How did I miss that? It's not good. I deadass came here to look for a Scythe, to be honest. It's not really good. It's slow as hell. I'm playing on Apocalypse 2. Oh, you know what that means. For the game. So, like, you know the difficulty of the level. It goes up to 20, but Apocalypse mode is the only mode that goes beyond that. So, like, beyond that, there's like, I think there's also another like 20 levels. But it just, once you get past Apocalypse, this is where it gets confusing. Once you get past difficulty 20 of Apocalypse, it like, each level after that is called Apocalypse 1, Apocalypse 2, Apocalypse 3. Yeah. I'm just gonna speed run to this level. I don't really feel like, 2. So all these things are enchanted. Like, I tried to make ASAP understand that enchanted mobs are no good. Who cares? Like, he hasn't even fought any because he started the game. Oh wait, oh I think this is the level. Oh no, it's not. Good. I'm not supposed to go. Yeah, no, that's why I kissed my teeth, because I was just like, nah, you really pissed me off. I had to run all the way over there just to kill him. Because when those villagers with like the necklace around their necks summon pillars that like block your path, and they also summon pillars that like explode. So I'm just like, yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna die. Ah! No! Oh wow.
You did it, and the villagers of the pumpkin pastures go on to fight another day.
Huh. Yeah, nah, no one understands that. Oh, it goes up to 5, my bad. Nah, I was like, no, it goes up to 7. Weird. It goes from Apocalypse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this is where it gets real. This is the actual Apocalypse. These are the dangerous levels here. Look at this, the
ones that turn red.
yeah, the ones that turn red. Look at the stat bonuses, though. 4.2 times more attack than mobs. Mobs do 1.5 more damage. Mobs have 1.5 more health. Mob speed are increased by 1.8. And what the hell's Dragger? Dragger resistance? What's that?
Oh, stagger resistance?
Yeah.
You know what stagger is?
No.
When you kind of knock somebody off balance, they're staggered.
Oh. Okay. So like their recuperation time when they get hit.
Yes, yeah. Or
Like let's say I hit an enemy.
they have more resistance to being staggered. So less chance of them actually, being off balance.
Yeah. How the hell are these so expensive? He is the luxury merchant, anyways.
Hey, come on. Don't be playing with that.
Hey, Steph, are you awake? Oh, yeah, I wanted to. Wow, that's so fucking expensive. Oh, I just to upgrade this damn thing? 26? Alright, all these goals are asked, correct? Do I need them? Nope. Wait. Money. Need money. All these armors are bad? Correct. Do I need them? Nope. I need money. Damn. Alright, that's ass anyways. Okay, that's...
No. Hey, kitty.
So, I was farming this ice level for the ice armor that I had on. I just want a better version of this frost armor. I mean, not better version, just better enchants. These are enchants. It's so bad. But it has a passive enchant that emits a chilling aura which kills enemies, which is... I need, like... Yo, this is one of the coolest levels in the game, though. Looks so nice. Get it? Coolest? Oh, the delayed explosion hit 3 seconds later. I hate to move the shield so much. Oh my god, with spears too. Spears are annoying. Can't get close to them. Don't get ganged up by a bunch of people. Okay, whatever, I can. Double damage, stay the hell away from me. Thank you. Yup! Hey, how dare you. I'll kill you. Oh, they're getting wrecked. Crap. Yo. If I get ambushed on my way, because I hate picking up the key, because when you pick up the key, if something hits you, alright, this is why I hate this key. See this stupid ass cute key on my back? Yeah, I know. If you hit it, and it always seems like you just never see it, because it happens at the most randomest times, you're not paying attention to it, right? So like, if an enemy hits you, the key doesn't drop. He walks his ass all the way back to the place you picked him up at, right? So like, let's say you're getting swarmed by enemies. You're not gonna 24/7 be keeping track of what's on your back when you're being swarmed by a bunch of monsters, right? Because you're trying to survive. You would not notice that, you would look at that other battle and be like, wait. You would look on your back and be like, wait, that key's not there. You go all the way back. All the way back.
I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
I'll give that.
So like, if an enemy hits you, you'll see him walking back, and you can just hit him to put him back on your back, but it's just painful when you don't realize he's gone. That's why you pick him up and smack him. You have to. You just hit him. Minecraft used to have these, like, cold zombies. Wait, do I want to? Okay. I mean how they look. It's in this game, so why not vanilla? Yeah, I remember. I hated skeletons. What is going on? Like, my character is, like, moving so strange. Oh, that's why. I'm like, what are you getting stuck between? He's getting stuck between slabs. Oh, it's... What? I don't know. What are you doing? Gotta watch the fucking dude. Shit, that's not good. Why? What was happening? Fuck you. I don't know why I get emotional, but every time when I think about Minecraft, I gotta cry. Or I start to tear up because, because I don't know, my computer been dead great. So every time when I'm like, every time I get the urge to actually play Minecraft, it's just like, go through that whole what the fuck? Ah, so boring. That's for you. For me, it's like 3 hours of waiting, and I'm like, what the hell did I just get? A harp crossbow? Oh. I like. It's not stronger than my main bow. My main bow does mad damage, but it spreads. I guess I use it as a secondary bow if I need to clear out a room.
Yeah, that would be good to, like, hang out.
Fish. Hold that for me, Chris. You didn't even die. is just the same. This one's gold. Oh no. It's a little design different. This one has 2 and this one has 3 strings. This one's bent different. Eh. Wow. I got it. Guess not. Like, alright, I'll get... This is where I start getting, like, bored of the game. I'll get to this point of the level, in each level, where it's just like, alright, you did most of the level, and you're close but not close to the end. You'll walk into a big area with a bunch of enemies, and I'm just like, oh my god. So I feel like sitting here right now, killing all these enemies. Now, it gives you 2 options. Run straight past them, or kill them all, and hopefully they'll drop something. Hopefully they don't, but the chance is still there. Now, what I'm dealing with is staffs or spears in this game is stupid because they like hit you afar, and it's low-key a ranged weapon. That's why the fucking skeletons have them. So I'm working with one of the most annoying weapons in the game. I'm working with these guys who are enchanting them, making them stronger. I'm working with the blue things that are shooting fire at me as they surround. Ooh. It's no armor, not frost armor. Frost armor. I need to turn off this damn thing. Here. Alright, finally break first. How do you do the damage? Oh yeah, I forgot he had shield. Yeah. If mobs have a shield, the first damage you do to them will just break the damn shield. It wouldn't do damage to them. Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about like this chaotic. Get the flip game. Where's my strong? Yo, they stunned me. Oh, I'm not giving it that. Ah, I'm gonna die. Fuck. Too many enemies. Too many enemies. I'm so stupid. I was like, wait, no, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not. That's the game. I mean, I said I'm so stupid because I thought I could just go around here and go to the stairs, but that's not the case. Fast off this wall. What the hell? I'm so stupid. I just kept going. Damn, man. This is my last life. Yeah. Wait. Alright, I remember. I played this level, right? And I got stuck because you need the blue key to make that thing come out, and I could walk on it to get the yellow key so I can go through, so I can open this to, you know, continue the level. But I was like, I didn't know what the blue key was, and I didn't remember how to get the blue key, so I kind of cheated my way to get that yellow key. I used this leaf, right, and like makes you jump. I just jumped over it. I had to like perfectly time it though. Yes, I had to like walk well, I want to show you that. I'll be able to show you. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, like, I had to, like, walk off of it, and as soon as I, like, fall, I use it. Oh, it's weird. No! Wait, what? They No way they patched it. But look, when I fall off, see how it, like, grays out?
Yeah, it grays out.
Oh
Right.
my god, they patched the bitch? I can't use it when I fall off. Well, they really did patch it. Oh my god, now I gotta really get this fucking key. How do I get it? Oh wait, no. Do I go this way? How do I get... Why do they do this to me? Why do they do this? Oh, I have my wrong thing. Ah! That's wrong. Except was complaining how long the levels are. I never think about them long. I was like, I'm desperate to give up because of how long the level is. I just want to get it over with. Give me... Oh yeah, so like, you have to hit the key to pick up the key, which means if anything hits the key, it'll pick it up. See how the skeleton has a key? Ah! I'm in the head! Ah, damn it.
Oh shit, yeah, nice.
I have the key now. Did you notice? Ah. Oh my god. Oh, hello there. You know what? I'm just gonna stand up here and kill you all. So that it's, you know, danger. Is that it? You want me to come down? Oh no, there's a guy in the corner. I just duped. Let me out. What do I do? So, do you know the story of the game?
Yeah, you said something about like an illager that got like this orb of
Yeah, so
bullshit.
the way they made the DLC maps is like his story in the DLC maps. So I think there's 4 DLC maps, and once we killed the final boss, the illager with the thing, the orb that he picked up, or cube that he picked up, split into 4 parts and landed on the 4 islands, which caused whatever theme of the island to exaggerate, basically. This theme of the island is cold, so like the the magic thing caused this island to like have a never-ending winter, right? So my goal here is to take this and stop the winter. What the fuck is that?
That's the orb right now.
What the hell is that? That was the orb, but I never knew there was a final boss. I never beat this level, so I got tired of how long it was. But I didn't know I quit right at the end, because I quit like by the key thing, which was right at the end. What if I get hit by these? I think they do no damage. Well, they do little damage. attack you. Thanks for making it easy for me to kill you. Oh god, I can't be playing around. This is my last chance. Oh, I was just rushing in trying to kill him. God, this is last chance, sir. Don't fall off the island. Great, great hits. Huh?
Waiting for your potion to get off full then.
Okay. He dropped his crown and I was like, ooh, I would love that. But okay.
Must all speak of which.
Now that the wretched wraith
I
and
gotta-
the orb's shard are dealt with, these tormented lands can begin to thaw.
I got an achievement. Complete Lone Fortress on Apocalypse difficulty. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna just ignore the fact that I picked up some torment arrows. Oh. This axe is stronger than mine? No. That's just a regular fucking axe. How is it stronger than my unique firebrand axe? That makes no sense. It's just a regular axe. How?
Power's pretty good.
And I'm kind of I don't want to buy it because, like, I want to put this green weapon in the blacksmith. I'm in a predicament here. I don't want that stupid axe up. I never buy from the mystery merchant. It's so, like, non-reliable. He'll give you a random weapon that's in between the power. It tells you it is. Let's see. It's not even worth it sometimes. Alright. No, I think this one is worth it. No, I just shattered my face and gave me a regular axe. Okay. Wow. Shot on my face and gave me a regular axe that's better than my axe. Okay. It really did. Wow, it just gave me the axe that I was looking at here, right?
Okay.
Oh, it gave me an axe that's better than that axe.
Sad. When your legendaries aren't legendary anymore.
Yeah, and I'm like, look how puny and tiny it looks. My axe is cooler.
Oh. I hear dogs barking. Hold on.
Can't use it because it's ass. Yo.
Yep, she's here. I gotta go.
Yes. Okay.
I'll see you later.
Yep, I'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello. Hello. Come into your living room. No. It is all around, even now in this.
Game Theory did it! Game Theory did it!
What?
Game Theory already did this himself, like practical last week.
But we are the film channel. We are the ones who get the bid.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. Just wanted to say it before the comments did.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now in this. Never mind, the movie's all ruined. We're like just retreading stuff that's already been done. I was so excited for this fourth installment in a long trilogy. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that's always ready to see how far the rabbit hole goes. So, have you guys seen the new trailer for The Matrix 4? Between the return of the franchise, a new Space Jam movie, and a new Halo game coming out, 2021 has me asking, what year is it? Anyway, watching this new teaser trailer, it seems pretty obvious to say that The Matrix Resurrections has a lot of fun. Not that this is a franchise that's ever been simple. It's always been built on big ideas and deep philosophy wrapped in awesome fight scenes and incredible visual effects, and this new iteration seems to be no different, but it also seems to be leaning very heavily on imagery and concepts ripped from the previous films. And I mean, they're not even trying to hide that fact.
After all these years, you're going back to where it was.
So, what's going on? Is this just another soulless cash grab of a franchise reboot? Well, it's certainly cash grab, but I don't think it's a soulless one. Believe me, if Warner Brothers wanted to make one of those, they have had plenty of opportunities over the years but never have. One of the Wachowskis has even returned to be a writer and director in the movie, which says a lot about the importance of this film in the overall legacy. In fact, I think that The Matrix Resurrections is, well, resurrecting the franchise in a way that is both in line with the canon of the series and with its history of making big statements about how humans engage with technology. Ladies and gentlemen, after watching this trailer more times than I care to count and analyzing the franchise's past and present, I think I have the answers to all of your biggest Matrix 4 questions, while also having an idea of the plot and what the overall meta-narrative is planning to say about the modern state of entertainment. Let me just tease it this way. Neo is an actor, this is his agent, and the whole previous Matrix trilogy is a movie series within this new film. That's a lot to unpack, and we're about to cover it all, but before we do, be sure to click that red subscribe button to the right below this video to start seeing the each and every week of the news. To start off, let's answer one of the main questions I'm sure everyone has regarding The Matrix Resurrections. How exactly are characters like Neo and Trinity alive, and why is Morpheus young again? Is that even Morpheus? Well, for Neo at least, this one has an easy answer. Despite the Christ-like imagery implying his death in Revolutions, he never actually died. In the teaser, we see two images, both here and here, of Neo being overseen by machine drones in what is clearly meant to be the real world. Notice the blue color grading of the scene. And we know that this is the same Neo from the end of the Matrix trilogy. How can we be sure? Just take a look at his eyes. They still have the burn marks that he got towards the end of Matrix 3. The machines also seem to be attaching tubes and wiring, performing some sort of laser surgery, and presumably so he can be reinserted into the new Matrix. So, easy enough, that's how Neo's back. But things get more complicated when it comes to Trinity and Morpheus, because we know they're both dead. Trinity dies near the end of Revolutions, and Morpheus, well, Morpheus needs a little bit more explanation. See, the last we saw Morpheus, he was singing some opera in the back of a kiosk. And if that wasn't weird enough for you, that commercial is from 2014. The series had been essentially dead for like 10 years. What about your dated references? Isn't that right, Gary Coleman? And of course, that was just a commercial. Not like it's canon or anything. Or is it? It isn't. Maybe. Now, last time we saw Morpheus in the Matrix film, he was staring in awe as the machines retreating from Zion. That's real. So why then would I say to be dead? Well, to answer that, we have to look at the 2005 video game, The Matrix Online. Yeah, we're digging real deep for this one. The game was built as an official continuation of the Matrix canon, and its storyline, which is in fact called the Continuing Story, was signed off by the Wachowskis themselves. Now, a lot happened in the Matrix Online, but one of the game's major factions happens to be led by Morpheus, who's returned to his terroristic tactics after the machines have refused to return Neo's body to Zion. Throughout the rest of the storyline, Morpheus is hunted by a mysterious masked figure known simply as the Assassin, who lives up to his name after he literally slides out of a small vent on the side of a building and kills Morpheus. Yeah, for a guy that survived this, his death in an alley is pretty anticlimactic. He made some weird choices.
You know the dream! You've dreamed it!
That's it?
So Matt, you're now saying, are you implying that both characters have been resurrected, hence given the new movie's title a very on-the-nose meaning? Yes, I am. These movies have never been one for subtlety. But I've got proof, and boy, howdy did we dig deep for this one. You see, the Morpheus and Trinity we're about to see in Matrix Resurrections are clones. Yep, you heard that right. Believe it or not, this has precedent within Matrix canon. The machines do indeed have the ability to genetically engineer and clone humans with specific traits for specific purposes. We know this based on a series of obscure stories called the Matrix comics. See, way back when the very first Matrix movie was coming out in the late 90s, Warner Brothers hired a bunch of writers and artists to create comic books and short stories to tie into the film. These were released on the old 90s Matrix website, and while they were primarily used to advertise the movie, they also filled out the new universe with a ton of stories and lore that fans could dig into and dissect. These stories, later known collectively as the Matrix comics, were all overseen and signed by the Wachowskis. The one I want to look at here today is a short story called Goliath. In this story, our unnamed protagonist is revealed to be a genetically engineered human with enhanced speed, strength, and reaction time. A human that has been created by the machine. They've also designed him to be interested in flying planes. And
Teases
the
me.
machines have fed him lessons on flying UFO-style spacecraft. So why would a bunch of machines try to do all this? Well, they needed him out in the real world to fly that same UFO into space, destroy an alien spacecraft that's been throwing asteroids at Earth. One of those asteroids already destroyed Australia, apparently. And just as a quick reminder, yes, the spacecraft that launches asteroids at Earth is a thing that actually happened and is also canon with the Matrix. Anyway.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you could be on...
Wait, for as ridiculous as that story might sound, the reason I bring it up is that it confirms that the machines can engineer humans and can implant personal interests and desires into those humans. As such, it's not that far of a stretch to assume that the machines would be able to clone specific people found within the Matrix. So if you haven't connected the dots here, I'm saying that the machines have genetically cloned both Trinity and Morpheus, and the teasers give us imagery to back that up. In several of the shots that flash across the screen, we see what appears to be both Trinity in a stasis pod and the machines designing Morpheus' new body. Both of these shots are also clearly meant to take place in the real world, given the saturated blue color scheme. This does, however, present us with a small problem. See, in the teasers, we clearly see what appears to be Morpheus' awakening to the fact that he is actually in the Matrix, in a scene that's very evocative of when Neo comes here in the first Matrix film. We also see a couple of flashbacks to the opening of the first Matrix where Trinity escapes from agents. With the color grading of all these teaser shots. They're desaturated and they're green, just like the scenes that took place within the Matrix system from the original trilogy. And color grading is really important with this franchise. Notice how the world is oversaturated in these trailers? Well, at the end of Matrix Revolution, we see that the newly rebooted Matrix at the end of that movie has lost its iconic green color and instead resembles the same look that we're seeing pop up in Resurrection. So that's a cool detail, but if these shots are from when clone Morpheus discovers he's in the Matrix and when clone Trinity escapes from the agents and they have the color grading of green, how could they be taking place after the end of Matrix 3, after the reboot of Matrix? Well, in Goliath, we see that machines can implant interests and desires, but they can also alter the memories of anyone still hooked up to the Matrix. So who's to say that they couldn't create some believable scenario that makes clone Morpheus believe he experienced an approximation of what the real Morpheus did years and years ago when the Matrix was color graded green? Same with clone Trinity. In fact, comparing the shots from the teaser to the original scenes from the first film, you see that there are actually some details that are off. Trinity is wearing a different outfit in the Resurrection frame. Is that just a movie mistake, a new creative decision, or is that an indication that these are approximate memories of the event given to her by the machines rather than the real exact memories that the original Trinity actually experienced? Okay, so we've established how these characters are alive, but why? Why would machines even want to resurrect Morpheus and Trinity or reawaken Neo's powers in the first place? What is their end game? Well, to answer that, let's take a look at what we can discern about Neo's life here in the current iteration of the Matrix. And I promise this is going to be relevant. First off, it seems like Neo's pretty darn wealthy in this current version of his life. You see in what appears to be a nice therapist in a fancy office. He's taking a bath in what looks to be an upscale home in San Francisco, which is the second most expensive city to live in the US. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to track with the current version of the Matrix as well. Additionally, he's obviously wealthy people like this guy right here. And also, check out this scene from the teaser. It clearly takes place in a movie theater, and the scene that's being projected currently is... Wait, what? Yeah, The Matrix is a movie that exists within this newest iteration of The Matrix, and it actually stars Neo in this world. That is crazy amounts of meta, which got me thinking. See, it's my theory that in the newest iteration of the Matrix system, Thomas Anderson, Keanu Reeves' character, is either an actor, a writer, a director, or maybe all three. He made the previous Matrix film, which in turn skyrocketed his career to the level of success that we see in the season. That's what this line,
After all these years, you're going back to where it all started, back to the Matrix.
is actually talking about. Thomas and this corporate guy are going back to make more Matrix movies. If I were to guess, this new character is Neo's agent, a literal Hollywood agent. Quite a bit different than any of the other past agents that Neo had to deal with. They're going back to the franchise, not necessarily the physical place. And I can't believe that I'm about to say this, but if you look at how the Matrix as a computer system in the lore of these movies operates, the whole idea is not as crazy as it sounds. In fact, it's already been established. If you manage to stay awake through the architect portions of the series, he reveals that there are multiple iterations of Matrix. It's a program that keeps starting. And he explains that parts of past Matrixes live on as the folklore in more recent versions of the Matrix. The first Matrix was paradise. Everyone was happy all the time. Nothing was...
How did Harry go though? If he had Kage Kira, how do you know that he got to the hands? might just give him a nightmare bite. Tell him to get back to me though. Last time you said that? Good amount.
Hello everyone, Xworths here, and welcome to All
Ever bad and nothing ever went wrong. And some have interpreted this to mean that it was literally present, as in angels and other positive elements from real-world religions were present in this version of the Matrix. Memories from this version of the Matrix lived on in concepts like the Garden of Eden from the Christian Bible. Want something even more concrete? Well, we actually have solid proof in the films that the second Matrix had a huge influence on folklore. This was a nightmare Matrix that machines made based on the darker parts of human history.
The first Matrix I designed was quite actually perfect. Triumph equaled only by its metal. The same we designed it. based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature.
Those grotesqueries ended up being monsters like vampires and werewolves and ghosts, which roamed the land in this version. And many of those programs managed to survive into modern iterations of the Matrix. Remember the Merovingian, that creepy French guy in the second movie? Well, he has an army of super strong programs that can pass through walls or only be killed by silver bullets.
I have them save them because they're notoriously difficult to remove. How many people keep silver bullets in their guns?
And that's because they're literally werewolves and ghosts. I'm pretty sure the Merovingian himself was a vampire too, but not 100% sure. Anyway, it follows that events from the most recent iteration of the Matrix, the one that we witnessed during the Matrix trilogy of films, would also live on in the pop culture of its next iteration. I mean, it'd be pretty difficult to get Agent Smith shoving his hands into the chests of pretty much everyone on the planet to clone himself.
Yeah.
So why not disseminate this information in a controlled way by inserting it into the pop culture of that world explicitly? And who better to use to distribute that information than Thomas Anderson himself? If you need even more proof, then take a look at the teaser. See that blurry shape over there in the background? That looks to me an awful lot like an actual prop that you can buy of a 3D model from the scene where Agent Smith gets punched in the face from Matrix Revolution. The point of all of this is to say that in this new Matrix, it's not so crazy to think that Thomas Anderson is some big shot writer, actor, or whatever, who helped create and star in an in-universe movie that dramatized the events of the previous film. This would also give new context to a line from the first Matrix movie, when Cypher says that he wants to be reinserted into the Matrix as
Someone important. Like an actor.
Huh, isn't that an interesting coincidence? In short, The Matrix Resurrection is going to be a meta-commentary on rebooting beloved media, full through the soft reboot of a piece of beloved media. It's going to answer the difficult question of whether it's better to give an audience exactly what they want, exactly what they expect, or is it instead worth challenging them for it? If you don't understand what I mean, as an example, this is a recent Star Wars film with their reception. Is it better to produce something like The Force Awakens, that played it real safe, a story that did nothing new but placated a majority of viewers, but it's forced to sell imagery, cycled it over and over? Or is it better to produce something like The Last Jedi, a movie that challenges its viewers and subverts their expectations, better story that takes the same iconic imagery and flips it on its head, taking it in a slightly different direction, but as a result, I think the machines are going to try to take the Force Awakens route. They're trying to keep him sedated and happy, feeding him the story that he wants to hear so they can keep it under their control. They know they can't suppress the memories of what happened in the previous Matrix films from his breath. Its iconic imagery is burned into his subconscious, just like it is with art. They also know that they can't operate the Matrix without him. He is uncoded into the system. As the architect says in the Matrix Reloaded,
You are the eventuality of my mom.
So that we, as the viewers, have to protect the truth. So the machines are giving him and us that. They're feeding him the story that he so desperately wants to hear. With the woman that he wants to be with a friend who wants to come alongside him more, going through his previous accident. Perhaps they can even set up new programs like the therapist to help guide us subconsciously in that direction. With a woman that produces agency, the therapist classes, who is the teacher of the machines in this world. Perhaps the machines are going to open that deal to once again bring this code in their system to make it safe. Just like Warner Brothers used to keep that Matrix franchise safe so they can pump out movies and make them money. So they can spin it off to a new HBO show, make new video games, merchandise, comic books. Will they succeed? Will Neo and the audience be sedated by the same story again? Well, it's the fact that I believe the Matrix Resurrection is even asking as a meta-textual question. If I were a betting man, I'd say no. I think this movie's going to surprise us and end with a huge twist that sets up the franchise to tell new stories. Will we like it? Who knows? That's kind of what machines want to find out. But hey, that's just a theory. A film